Babe.
What are you doing? Stop playing. Joel,
What?
stop playing.
What?
Let me see.
What did you get?
What you get?
What did mommy get?
What is
What
it?
you get? What is it?
Alright guys, so I got her another early day mother's gift.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, let's see what
Stop
she got.
playing.
She loves Gymshark.
Wait a minute.
So pretty much like for Mother's Day I've gotten her like
All Gymshark?
all Gymshark. So she's been wanting these.
Ooh. These are so cute. And they say Gymshark right here.
Let me see. What do you think?
These are so cute. What size are they?
These are small.
These are small?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, these should fit me. Wow, thanks, man.
You're welcome.
Guys, you tried to play it off like...
I was trying to do something stupid, but I couldn't figure it out. Like I was just trying to be, oh babe,
He's like-
Gymshark ordered something new, but then I don't know.
No, you were like, babe, Gymshark sent me an email that something was delivered today. Should we go check the mail to see if they accidentally delivered it?
Yeah.
And I was like, no. Yeah.
And I was trying to go in the closet and be sneaky and like do an intro, but it's like I can't. I couldn't do it.
I wouldn't have heard you. Oh, this is super cute. Is this the one that you tie?
Yeah.
Front?
Yep.
Oh, I love it.
So that one's a
This is
size.
cute.
That's a size small too. Like
It's
I just
perfect.
I thought the size small would fit you way better.
So this with these. Ooh. Dang, that's so cute.
Are we gonna show them like
Mama,
That's
Are
awesome.
you trying them on or no?
what's that?
Yeah, we can do that.
All right. So she tried it on, guys. And what do you think, babe?
I love them.
You love them?
These are like, I don't have a pair of these like this style from Gymshark.
Yeah.
So they're different. I love them.
Let me see you do a squat.
I like the top.
Oh yeah.
They work?
They
They're
work.
good. What's up, guys? Welcome back to our channel.
What's going on?
So as you guys just saw,
I'm the best husband ever because I just surprised there was some Gymsharks, which I'm not gonna lie, and this might be sounding kind of gay, but I wish I was a woman just for Gymsharks. Man. Like, they just like they're so cool. Like I'm just like I bought her like in the last like 2-3 weeks. I think I bought her like three
sets.
leggings and. Well, 3 sets and then 1 extra leggings, yeah.
Yeah. But it was all for my Mother's Day gift. So
Yeah, all for
that's all.
Mother's Day for,
Mother's
sure.
Day. Thank you.
Because you deserve the world.
I do?
Yeah.
Wow.
But so we thought, you know, we've been together for how long now? 7 years?
7 years.
We've been married for like 3 months only. But 2 months?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. But we just thought that we share our story, right?
Yeah.
Of how we met. How we met.
Why is this making me shy? Oh my god.
And how we met and like what's kept us strong over the years being together.
What's got us to this point.
Yeah.
So I guess it's gonna be like a little story.
So and it's funny because in our very first YouTube video, I think we actually talked about it a little bit.
Yeah.
But today you guys are gonna get the full story on how we met and what else?
That's it. And how we got to where we are.
Yeah.
How we got to now. So I think I'll start off by telling them, bringing them back 7 years. Okay. So this is embarrassing. Why is this embarrassing? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, maybe I'm just shy. I don't know. But so I was 15 and I was a sophomore. He was a junior. when I was a freshman in high school, I'd actually always see him around school. And, like, he was a dancer in school, guys. Like, he was one of those kids that, like, whenever, like, 98.3 or 101.5 came to the school, they would always come on, like, Fridays. He would be in the middle of the circle, and everyone would be watching him dance. And so, like, obviously that's how I saw him. And at that time, he was with somebody, and I knew that they had been together for a long time. And I was just like, oh, okay, well, that guy's cute. Like, yeah, it is what it is. And then sophomore year came around, and I didn't know, or I don't know if I didn't know if you were with somebody or.
My sophomore year, like, yes and no, but majority of the time it was with you.
Yeah,
towards the
but
end, a little bit,
like in the beginning when I was first, like, you know, seeing you.
So, but I think, like, the first time, like, we actually, like, kind of, like, talked or, like,
Oh yeah, oh my god.
was because, so my friend was, like, really embarrassed about, because I was, in high school, I was the type of guy that did not care, like, I'll wear whatever, do not care. I would wear the feather earring. Like
one time he wore a fedora with one feather earring.
Yeah,
Just
like
one feather earring that went down to his shoulder.
I was that guy that just did not care. I had piercings on my lip, on my eyebrows. I had a perm. I had, like, I just did not care.
This part.
So my friend was, like, really embarrassed about.
He was a mutual friend of ours.
Yeah, and he was really embarrassed about wearing, like, earrings and, but he wanted to wear them, so.
Hold on, sorry. Okay, so we had this mutual friend, and at this time I still didn't know him. He didn't know me, but we would just see each other around. He said you would always see me with my softball bag, huh?
No.
Yeah, always mad too. Like, she was just.
He thought I was always mad for some reason.
She had, like, that mad face.
It
Like.
was just my face. But yeah, we had this mutual friend, and he comes up to me one day, and I was wearing these little brown, like, hoop earrings. And he comes up to me and he's like, hey, my friend wants to borrow your earrings. Can he wear them for the day?
Well, and not that I wanted to borrow them, but, like, he wanted to use mine because I had a pair of hoops on, and they were, like, a little bit more manlier, I guess you would say. And he didn't want to wear yours because I think he was thinking about wearing yours or whatever. But I was like, I don't care. I'll wear anything. Like, I wear feather earrings. I don't care. Give me girls' hoops. Like, I don't care. I'll wear that too.
They took my earrings, and I hadn't seen Joel yet. I hadn't seen him. And at the end of the day, and I just knew he was wearing my earrings. I knew some guy was wearing my earrings. And at the end of the day, I'm like, hey, where's my earrings at? And so I think our friend went to go
he
get
came
you.
up to me and he said, oh, she needs them back. I'm like, okay, cool. Then I went to her and I took them off right there.
And he just threw them in my hand.
No, I didn't throw them.
No,
I just,
he
like,
threw them in my hand.
it's because, like I said, like, you walk around, you had that mad face. So I'm just like, okay, here you go. And then, like, I just walked out.
G didn't say thank you.
I didn't say,
He
why am I
didn't
going to say thank you for it?
anything.
Like, I wasn't the one that asked you for them. Like, it was
so rude,
it
guys.
wasn't
He
even
was
me.
so rude.
So
He said,
that happened, and then I guess she was mad
so
about it.
I didn't like him after that because he was rude.
Supposedly, but just okay. So then, what happens after this? So then, like, maybe a couple weeks happened, right?
I think
by.
it was a while.
Maybe a month or two. I don't know. But I get, like, these likes on Facebook, and next thing you know, it's
guys,
like
I was sitting there and I was, like, going through his pictures. And, like, I think I liked, like, all of them.
She liked all of them. So even, like, a year passed, like, I was like, okay, so she's on my profile looking at my stuff.
I was obviously trying to hint to him, like,
so,
hey, you're cute. Like.
So once I saw the likes, I was like, oh, okay. So she's liking my pictures. She's going back and looking through them. So obviously she thinks I'm cute. So I'm you know what I mean? Like.
And right away. Bing.
Right away, I sent her a message like, "Oh, hey, what's up?"
I said, "Hey, what's up?"
Hey, what's up? Well, how do you start off? Like,
I don't know. I was just, "Hey, what's up?"
But you've always said that. That's weird. Like,
no, I just laugh because it's just funny.
So she says, "Hey, what's up?" And then I don't know. We start talking, and
we started talking obviously about Jordans. That was the first conversation that we ever had. And he's like, "Oh, I'm getting these new Jordans that are supposed to be coming in next week." He's like, "I can send you a picture, but I just need your number."
So smooth, right? Smooth.
Guys, I was 15. He was 16 at this time.
And I had game like that, man. Genius, right?
You're so No.
So I asked her for a number and she gave it to me. But then also before that, I was like, we talked and we're like, well, don't be a stranger, pretty much, right? If we
Yeah,
ever
we
see
were
each
like,
other.
next time we see each other at school, like, let's say hi.
Yeah.
Because still, we hadn't seen each other or hung out or done anything like that.
So then we get to school and it was like the very next day, or I think.
Maybe a few days later.
No, because we were talking on the weekend, I think it was. So I think that Monday, then when we saw each other. So I remember this day like if it was yesterday. So I see her underneath the Ramadas by the math building. And I see her and I was like, ooh, here's a chance right here. And there's everybody around us. Like, people are still there. But so I went straight to her. And, like, the hug was unreal. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I've never hugged, like, someone like that. It was just, like...
Guys, we didn't even say anything
No
to each
words,
other.
like, not even,
never
hey,
met
what's up? Like, it was
we just went and hugged each other.
So then...
Oh my god.
So we hugged each other, and it was a tight, good hug, and then we just started talking after that. We started
talking, and I think maybe like 2 weeks later, he asked me to be his girlfriend.
No, not 2 weeks later. We were maybe, you know what, maybe.
It was like 2
but
weeks.
listen, look, okay, because this is how you
Wait.
know I'm a real one. Okay?
No, wait, let me tell them my side first.
Your side about what?
About you.
Okay, go.
Like, we were talking for 2 weeks, and he asked me to be his girlfriend, or we were talking about it.
I said, where do you see ourselves? Like, do you see ourselves, like, you know, making it official, this, and that? Like, I'm not going to look stupid and ask you. I'm like, oh, no.
And I was like, well, I think we should probably, like, at least be friends for, like, a month. And, like, he did not like that at all. He was basically like, no, like, you're going to be my girlfriend.
Or I'm done wasting my time.
Yeah, that's literally, like, what he said to me. And I'm like, oh, shoot. Like, I was like,
but,
whoa.
Like, I might have been pushy, but, like, what? Look at us now. 7 years later, married. So, obviously,
I was like, I don't even know
I knew
you.
what I was talking about. I was like, we talked for 2 weeks and said, okay, that's all I need to know about you.
Because he was all about, like, having this serious relationship. And I'm like, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Yeah, junior, I was like, no, I'm done playing games, this, and that. Like, let's be serious. Like, that's all I wanted. I'm a freaking junior in high school.
That's literally, like, what he was telling me. I'm not even kidding. That's literally what he was telling me.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay. I was like, because I did like him. I was like, okay, well.
I didn't think you wanted to lose me, because I did say, I was like, well, I'm just done wasting my time.
Yeah.
So then she just said, okay, well, yeah, you know, there's this and that. So then, like, maybe a couple of days later, we were walking to a different class, and I just said, let's make it official or something like that.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly what you said.
I was like, let's make it official, and then she said yes, and then 7 years later, we're here now.
What was I wearing?
When I asked you out?
Yeah.
Jeez. I remember everything, but I don't remember what you
I think I was wearing
were.
my softball jersey with my white Vans.
Yes, you were. Your
jeans.
purple jersey.
Yeah.
Your bootlegged, not bootlegged. What's that? Boot cut. That's what it's called.
Jeans?
It was like super tight, but then on the bottom was kind of boot cut a little bit. And then with your white Vans. Yes, I do remember that. I do remember that now.
That's funny.
I remember everything from high school with her, like crazy stuff. And you know what? And there's been people in high school and even when she was in college that did not want this to happen. I'm telling you guys,
there were so many people, guys,
so many people that did not want this to happen. Like they saw me. Look, I'm not gonna lie. Like they saw me. I had tattoos at the time in high school. Like, you know,
yeah,
my look just wasn't.
He had snake bites. He had this eyebrow. He had this eyebrow pierced.
Yeah. Well, I had two right here.
And then at one point he had like a blonde streak in his hair, and then at one point it was red
and
then,
curly.
Yeah. So, I mean.
So people saw me as like a nobody, pretty much. But those are the haters, and I love it now because I knew that they can hate all they want, but I knew that I was gonna make you happy at the end of the day. Like I knew that I'm not a bum or a lowlife. Like, you know what I mean? I knew what I wanted in life. So pretty much wanted to talk like, how did we get here 7 years later? How did we get married, a house, 2 vehicles, baby girl? Like,
I think we may have like touched on it a little bit that like we planned in high school to get married on the day that we did get
Yep.
married, which is very true. We always talked about it in high school. Like,
Yep. Yeah, we did talk about it. Like,
we were like, this is
everything's-
the only Saturday that
It
the 23rd is gonna
falls
fall on.
yeah. So we've been together, and it's honestly like we've broken up, but like a week or two maybe, like
I think that's the
at the
max
most, and like maybe 2 or 3 times, but nothing more than that. We've never been separated for like months at a time, like, you know. So I really consider like us like being
Like
on and
it's-
off. Like, it's been consistent. We just,
Yeah.
if we broke up, it's like we didn't talk for like a week.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. So, but I think, I don't know, like our love for each other has just been like crazy. Like,
Well, I think we knew like right away that we were gonna be together.
yeah,
But it's taken a lot of hard work and a lot of fighting.
there's a lot of
and
fights for sure.
A lot of everything, a lot of ups and downs, and
Mm-hmm.
but I think like what would you say the key
Honestly,
factors are
and like we've talked about this just recently, is just communicating, guys. Like, communicating is key to everything, like in relationships. because-
when we fight and then like let's just say we're arguing and then we like sit down to talk about our fight. When we look back, we're like, oh well, we didn't communicate this.
Yeah.
Oh well, we didn't say that we were feeling this way, or we didn't say we were feeling that way. So every single time it comes down to it, it's just about not communicating.
Yeah.
And so I think that it's true that is like the biggest factor in a relationship. Like, people can say it all the time, oh well, you guys have to communicate, but no, like it's true.
serious. Yeah, it's very
It's super true.
very serious.
And especially when we have kids, like we had Nehemiah at our 5th year of being together.
Mhm.
We were together for 5 years, and then we had Nehemiah, and obviously things changed for us after that
For the better, for sure. Because
for the better, and we had to communicate so much more
yeah.
with having her. So that, and what else besides communication?
Communicating, I feel like another thing that, like, I think we've been together so long, like, for some people it's like a negative thing, but like we are like identical. Like, I swear to you, we're so identical. The things we like, the things we dislike, our attitude, our, you know, like,
Stubbornness.
oh, for sure, like, we're identical. And I think that has helped us, because I understand how she can be because I'm like that.
Yeah.
She understands how I can be because, you know, she can be like that too. Like, so I think us being the same exactly, like our personalities are like identical, that has helped us out a lot. And,
Yeah. And it does get hard too, obviously, because we have 2 very strong personalities. So, and
Oh,
we're
trust
both
me.
super stubborn.
Yeah, so when we
like,
fight, it's like not too crazy. Like, we don't fist fight or anything like that, but like, we like to be stubborn, that's for sure. So yeah, that I feel like was a big plus, or like a big plus to us. How we kept it strong for 7 years, and many more to go. And
what else was another key
um,
factor? One thing that like about our relationship is that obviously we've been together since we were in high school, and we've changed as people,
oh yeah, for sure.
and we've grown into completely different people than what we used to be. And so that was, I mean, I think that's a huge challenge.
Yeah.
And it's still a challenge because I'm only 22, he's 23. Like, people change and they
Yeah.
grow and they like different things, and you just go through different phases in life, and like we've had to overcome those battles
Yeah.
because there's just times where we feel like each other's changing, but like obviously we're gonna be changing. People always change, and we're growing up. We're still growing up,
Yeah.
honestly.
Just and never give up. Like, never
Yeah.
give up, especially for like the stubbornness. Yeah, we're stubborn, like, for sure, 100%. But at the same time, like, you never want to let it go past to like where you're about to lose that person, that stubbornness, you know, because I've hear a lot of relationships, like, they break up just because of their stubbornness, and someone doesn't want to say sorry, or someone doesn't want to do like compromise, or you know what I mean. So always fight. You know, always fight for what you know you love. Like I said, we're both very stubborn, but at the same time, like we both fight for each other when it comes down to like, if it ever comes down to like us leaving one another. So I know like it will never get to that point because we're warriors. I feel like
We're lions.
we're lions. Rawr.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I was gonna say something and I forgot. I was gonna touch on that, but I can't remember.
It wasn't that important. So.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I was just gonna say that like nothing is ever that important to be fighting over. Like, guys, life is way too short, and you shouldn't be staying mad at people. You shouldn't be holding grudges. Like, you shouldn't just. I mean, you never know. Like, cause I just hate thinking that, you know, me and him could be fighting, and he goes off to work and gets into a car accident, or the same thing happens with me. Like, how much would I regret, you know, fighting with you over nothing, over stupid little things. Like, there's no reason for it. And I don't know, me, I'm the type that like, I hate fighting, and I will, you know, try to help us get over things like super quickly, or just say, oh hey, let's just move on, like let's just go on to the next thing. Like, and I feel like a lot of times you have to do that because, like I said, there's no reason to stay mad at each other. There's no reason to stay fighting. Like, it's not worth it. And then especially having Nehemiah, like, we have better things to do.
Very true. So
anything else?
I think I don't want to go too much because I want this video to be very, very long,
We've already gotten it pretty long here.
Long.
So if you've stuck with us, then we appreciate you.
Yeah, so you guys heard a little bit about us, about how we met and how we started our relationship, and what keeps us going, you know, like how we stayed together this long, and how we keep fighting, pretty much.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. But I think that's it for today's video. Thank you again for my Gymshark.
Oh, you're welcome.
So if you guys haven't watched the last video, it is the review
The Jordans.
of our Jordans that we got.
Red
So
Foes.
if you haven't seen it, go watch it. And other than that, don't forget to like the video, comment down below, subscribe to our channel so you don't miss future videos, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.